Hey everybody, you're watching We the Fandom, where we discuss comic books, pop culture, and the fandom experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more content. How's it going everybody? Jacob here at We the Fandom, and as the title suggests, today we're talking about a possible crossover between Marvel Comics and DC Comics. This video started basically because graphic digital artist, however you call what he does, Boss Logic, who does official art for Marvel and DC Comics, both the comics as well as the movies, basically put out a couple tweets today, both of them having pictures from comic book panels, one from a DC comic, one from a Marvel comic, teasing at a potential for another crossover. Marvel and DC originally had a crossover in 1996, and the story basically centered around two cosmic beings, one from each of the universes, pulling together heroes from Marvel and DC to fight against each other in this big cosmic game. And then afterwards, they did what was called the Amalgam Universe, where they basically, certain writers and artists took characters like Batman and Wolverine and fused them together into one character named Darkclaw, or Captain America and Superman were fused together to create Super Patriot. But it was a pretty cool event at the time, and given the quality of art today, if they pick the right artists, I think a revival of the crossover could be really cool. So we're going to go look at these tweets. The first one is going to be from a panel from Donny Cates' Thor. It's the newest iteration of Thor in the comic books right now. Basically, you see here the first panel says, "Your gods will arrive." And this is a picture of the Daily Planet building in Metropolis. And that's Superman flying by, although they don't mention him by name. And then you've got describing these different gods in this universe, include a sun god, which is Superman, a god of emerald light, which is Green Lantern, a god of dark, perhaps, which is Batman, a god of the ocean, which is Aquaman, of speed, which is obviously the Flash, and then of strength. I'm not sure if that is pertaining to Wonder Woman or if it's Shazam, because I want to say it's Wonder Woman because she's classically always been a part of the Justice League, but Shazam, I think in the New 52, became a member of the Justice League as well. So, and then it says, "This universe, like so many before it, is protected by leagues of gods." Obviously, making reference to the Justice League. "Many of them as powerful as those you have always known and marveled at, and all of them united, powered beyond imagination by the belief of the faithful." So that right there is one of Boss Logic's tweet. And then here's another one. That tweet I just looked at was a comic book, like I said, a panel from the new Thor comic. And this is a panel, I believe, from Doomsday Clock, which is a story that came out in 2018. So obviously some of these hints and Easter eggs at a potential crossover are a couple years back, and some things have changed within the comic book world since then. But I'll read this off. "In the year 2020, Superman's timeline is bombarded by the reckless energies of the old gods, once again warping the metaverse. It's July 2nd, 2025. A crisis unlike any the metaverse has seen, one they will call Time Masters erupts. But in its wake, Superman is revitalized, and his greatest allies return. No matter how many times Superman's existence is attacked, he will survive, even if change is a constant, because hope is the North Star of the metaverse. It is January 2026. The timeline is restored, and Earth 5G is born. It is June 17th, 2026. Superman goes on a quest to find Bruce Wayne's lost daughter, so she can save Bruce's son. On July 10th, 2030, the Secret Crisis begins, throwing Superman into a brawl across the universe with Thor himself, Thor from Marvel Comics, and a green behemoth, alluding to Hulk, stronger than even Doomsday, who dies protecting Superman from these invaders. In its wake, Superman's timeline shifts forward again." So there you go. You got two tweets from Boss Logic, graphic artist, showing that he believes there will be a potential crossover, another crossover between Marvel and DC with these comic book panels. Now, the panel we just read from the issue of Doomsday Clock came out in 2018, and things have changed in DC Comics since then. Like it mentioned the 5G world. The 5G initiative was canceled. I believe Jim Lee himself at the DC Fandom event announced that it would be canceled. But that doesn't mean that the rest of those potential ideas are kaput. So even with everything going on, those things were kind of those hints and Easter eggs were a little vague, which means they have the potential to either not do them or still do them. I think it would be a good idea for Marvel and DC. The comic book industry has been in rapid decline the past 10 years, especially now with the pandemic. And while I don't think they're going to replenish their customer base to healthy levels, they might see a very small revitalization with this crossover event. At the very least, the event itself will make them tons of money. But yeah, I want to make this video to kind of continue speculation and debate over whether this would happen, if it's a good idea or not. Please leave comments below if it's something that you're interested in. If you guys are new to We the Fandom, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, and I will see you